Hi, friends. Let's see if we're live this time. This is the third time I'm starting this. This is not good at all. I'm checking again to see. For some reason, it's not going live. Wow, it is not hooking up to my Facebook at all. Okay, oh gosh. Let's see if we're over on YouTube. I'm going to check over on YouTube and we'll see if we're over there. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I'm not sure. Okay, it looks like we're live over on YouTube. I'm going to do a little hello to say hello to my YouTube friends. And I'm going to go back and say that my Facebook friends should come on over to YouTube because it's not working on Facebook. Okay, we've got 4 watching now. Thank you so much. Okay. I'm going to ask them to come over here. I'm going to give them the link so they can pop on. I wonder what in the world is happening. Okay, let's see. Let's make sure that posted over there. Okay, it looks like they can come over there, and let's see if I'm... Okay, Karen, you're here. Okay, excellent. Thank you. Deborah R. Karen, good to see you. Thank you so much. I don't know what is going on. I could not get it to come onto Facebook even though I was programming it that way. Let me see. I don't want you to get dizzy. Okay, tell me. Okay, I've got the live chat going. I'm going to say hello. Be sure to say hi when you pop on. So that I know that you're here, especially if you're coming over from Roz. Okay, good. Peggy Bogdan, hello. Okay, we're just going to have to, yes, Ellie's right here. Okay, we're just going to do YouTube because I couldn't get it to start over on Facebook. I tried it like 3 times. And I usually can go on both at the same time, but for some reason today's just weird. So Linda, good, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad you found me. I don't know why that happened, but you know what? We're not gonna let it bother us. Tracy Ellis, good. I'm actually live on YouTube. I never really come over here, and I know a lot of gals do just YouTube. Maybe that's because it's a little more, I don't know, more successful or something. I've just never had that problem. Ellie has been so sleepy this afternoon. So I think she's still acting sleepy. So we'll just start like our normal routine. Happy Friday, you guys. Happy Memorial Weekend. Oh, Linda and Tracy, you know each other or you're just saying hello? Good, good. I like this. I think I'm able to see the comments a little bit better while I'm talking because it's over on the side. So I might really like this a lot better. Just say hello if you're new. I'm looking for a couple more. I know Allison was looking for me, and so good. We've got 12 on. Happy Friday. I know it's Friday evening for some of you on the East Coast. And Linda, yes, thank you, Linda. Yes, thank you for the heads up to watch. Karen Pierre Marini, you like YouTube because I can, oh gosh, I'm up on the screen. Oh my gosh. Are your fur babies, hyper the past 2 days. Roz, oh, Tracy, you guys are cousins by marriage. Wow, that's cool. Well, welcome, welcome. What did I want to tell you? Oh, I wanted to tell you, I went on my trip to San Luis Obispo to visit she's my very best friend. We were roommates in college 53 years ago at San Diego State. I lived in town, but I wanted to live in the dorms. And so the very minute we got to the dorms, we were roommates, and we've been very dear friends ever since. And she she used to live in Orange County, which was a lot easier, but now she's up in San Luis Obispo. And I posted a picture over on Facebook. We had a wonderful time. I had a facial. We went out to dinner. We It's just gorgeous up there right now. It's very beautiful up there. So, welcome, welcome to YouTube. I'm going to put Ellie down because I'm going to start with a little show and tell. Oh, Patricia Weed, hello to you. Actually, I wanted to tell you one little thing about Ellie before I put her down. Well, she wants to get down. She missed me, oh, very, very badly. She does have separation anxiety, and she really missed me. And she cried, my husband said, and I was gone 4 days, 3 nights. And hi, Marcia Long, good to see you. And she really, really missed me. And I was so glad to come home and see her. Yes, thank you, Roz. The picture I posted, we were very happy to see one another. She's got some issues, some health issues, and so we were thrilled to be able to be together. And it was wonderful. Her husband took good care of us. Like I said, he took us out to dinner, and just treated us. I felt like a princess. It was wonderful. Okay, so I do want to show you a little show and tell. I got a beautiful card from let me get this going now so you can see it. I got a beautiful card from one of my friends and customers, Judith. And I don't think she usually makes cards like this. This is a total me card. I just love it. Oh, am I on Facebook, Marcia? Okay. Okay, well, that's great. I wasn't seeing that it was working over there, but excellent. So this is the beautiful card that Judith sent me, and I really wanted to share it because it's so pretty. When you go to the store here at Snickers, your Yorkie acts as if you've been away for weeks. Yeah, and I was back and I had to go somewhere yesterday, but I guess she was fine. I guess she didn't cry or anything, but she did really miss me. My husband had a little trouble with her. Okay, so this is my beautiful card. I love to show you guys. Look at how she used a little clothespin there, those little mini clothespins. Very, very cute card, and I think she'll be watching this, so I want to say thank you, Judith. Okay, I'm just going to keep you down here because I've got a great card today, and we're going to do a couple things, so I want to zip through some announcements. One is, don't forget about my May host code. This is the last Friday in May. Wednesday will be the last day of the month. So let me see if I can straighten this camera just a tiny bit so we're straighter here. There we go. So when you use my host code and you place a $35 minimum order with me in my online shop, and the link is here on YouTube and also on Facebook, I will send you PDFs so that you can make these 3 cards with the So Refreshing bundle. So for a $35, for the rest of May, a $35 order in my online store, and you must use my host code, and then you'll get the 3 PDFs for these 3 cards, which I think are so pretty. I love that bundle. And then if you spend $50 or more, I'll send you the beautiful adhesive backed sequins, which I also really love. So that's the host code special. What else so I wanted to tell you, I'll just leave this here so you can see the host code. Okay, a little advance notice. You may have heard, beginning on June 2nd, we're going to have, Stampin' Up! Is having a designer series paper sale. We don't know the details yet, but it's going to be a sale on all the new designer series papers in the new annual catalog, brand new papers. So if you want any of those new papers, get your list started. And I'm going to use one today to show you because we all love designer series papers, right? We definitely do. Okay, so let's get started with our card because it's going to take us a little while. So I thought we'd make a guy card today because Father's Day is coming up. I'm just going to have a little sip of my Coke. Do you mind? I'm just drinking Coke today. Okay. Some some guys are fathers and some guys aren't fathers, and sometimes you might just want it. This would work for a birthday. I thought we would make a card that works for almost anything. And I decided to use the Let's Go Fishing. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Let's Go Fishing Designer Series paper. If you got my if you got my paper share, you got some of this. And I didn't buy the set. I just got my own paper share too. And so I'm using this paper and I'm going to tell you just a little tiny story about it. So my son is not a father. He lives back east. You hoard your DSP, Karen. Nice to know. Okay, so I do hoard some, I have to say. But my son is not a father, but he lives back east and he does fish. And when I saw this paper, I knew it would make a good card for him, for a fisherman. And so here's what I did. I used this one sheet that has this on the back, this kind of plaid, and these flies, you call them. They're the little hooks that you catch fish with. So I'm not a fisherman, so I'm not really, I don't have all the terms right. But my son makes his own flies, the little things that look like bugs that attract the fish. And so I thought I would do this on the outside, and then when you open it up, they're the fish. I don't know. I think it's cute. I used a paper that has the fish on it. And I think a fisherman, a fisher person, will understand. I hope so. And so we're also going to use this neat set of dies. This has nothing to do with the fish suite. There's actually fish suite and bundle. But we're going to use this Wanted to Say die set. And this is not with a bundle. It's one of those ones back in the back. Oh, Karen, you missed my paper share. Shucks. So I hope you'll make it next time. I don't have any extras either. I'm sorry. This is one of those die sets that's in the back of the catalog that isn't connected with a stamp set, so you could have missed it. I tried to bring it to everybody's attention, but there are lots of dies, okay? And they're word dies. So happy birthday. Let's see. You're too kind is what this one says. So they're word dies with the bubble things that go around them. Plus there are leaves, a flower, hearts, stars, and a bow. And that's just my first little magnet page card. And this one says feel better soon. And there's the little balloon kind of thing for that. I'm not sure what that is, but it also has celebrate with its balloon, which is the one I'm using today. Oh, Patricia, you and your husband make flies too. Okay, you would love this paper. Maybe you have it already, but I think they're very cute. They're really cute flies, and I like the colors. And I wanted to show you. So, okay, I'll just stop right now and finish this up about the dies. So the dies are fabulous. I'm so glad I got them. And then I wanted to show you in the catalog, in case you look for these things. Here are the dies. They are on page 167, Wanted to Say, and you get 14 total dies, and they're $39. They're right down here at the bottom of page 167 because you might miss them. And then I wanted to show you the paper. This is the Let's Go Fishing paper. And I look, you know how I tell you, I look here, let me get my glasses on. And I'll show you right here. It says the colors that go with it: boho blue, calypso coral, and etc. So I grab colors from that list, and it's also on page. Let's check it out on page 78 to 79 is the suite. Right here is the whole suite. and it's really a cute suite. It also has a tackle box die, which I've seen a lot of gals using. Here are the dies for the bundle, Gone Fishing bundle. But my husband doesn't fish, and I don't fish. The only person I know that fishes is my son. So I thought this would be kind of a cute card for him. And I thought we would make it today. And plus, you know what I tell you is that even if, say, you don't like fishing or don't know anyone who fishes, you can make this fun fold card, and I'm going to show you how to make it. I make it, I think, frequently. You did get the entire suite, Patricia. Okay. So you can use the same fun fold, and you can use the principles that I'm going to show you to make these word dies. So let's get started. And I'm going to surprise some of you, because guess what I'm going to use? I am going to use the adhesive sheets, which many of you have been telling me, Peggy, be sure to use the adhesive sheets. So we're going to do that today. I've had mine for quite a while. I'm not sure if they still look the same, but if the package still looks the same. But anyway, I've got my adhesive. I'm going to pull one out here. So we're going to use that part of it. Okay. And here's all the goodies. So what we're going to do actually is let's start with the card, and I'll show you how to make this fun fold card. And it's really super easy, particularly if you have the Stampin' Up! Paper trimmer. Whoops, there's a little bit of a few fish in there. They got stuck in there. Okay, so we're going to start with a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of Very Vanilla, because it said that Very Vanilla is one of the colors in the suite, and I could tell that the designer series paper is not white. See, it goes with Very Vanilla. So what we're going to do is put it in lengthwise, and we're going to score it in half on the 8.5 side, and that's going to be 4.25, just like this. Okay, now what we're going to do is push our, let me bring it up like this so you can see. I'm going to push the scoring blade up out of the way. I'm going to keep my paper, I'm continuing to hold it in the same exact position. I'm going to bring up the cutting blade, okay? And I'm going to cut down 1 inch to the 1 inch mark, right there. Lift up, bring the blade down to the bottom, and come up another inch from 5.5 to 4.5. Okay. Then I'm going to turn my paper this way, and there is a 1 inch mark right over here on the right side, so I'm going to put my paper right on the 1 inch mark. I'm going to pull my cutting blade to the top and bring it down right to that 4.25 mark. And if you're kind of feeling it, you can feel when it touches the other cut, there's a little bit of a release. So, well, there we go. All right, and then we're going to turn this side over to the 1 inch mark. This produces that flap that comes down on the front. So we bring this down and cut. There we go. I felt it move. And there we have our card. Set this to the side. And here is our card, just like that. And we have these 2 little strips left over. We're going to use one in a few minutes. So I'm going to get out my bone folder, and I like to flatten my cut lines. Sometimes one side will look great and the other side looks a little rough, so I like to flatten all those lines, kind of burnish them. Okay, and this is our fun fold card. So now you can do anything you want with it. And I really like this, you know, design, this fun fold design. So let me get out all my pieces parts. So here's the plaid paper, and there are the flies on the back. But I'm going to use the plaid part to cover the entire inside, just like that. So I'm going to use my multi-purpose liquid glue. Just going to pull off any little goop that remained from when I made the first card. It's always a shame to, you know, glue down a side that you think is cute. But of course, the one thing I've noticed, and you all probably noticed too, is that the sides really do coordinate. So we're using the back and the front, and they coordinate beautifully together when you put them together on a card. Okay, so we're just going to put that right up there. Let's see, pull up a little bit. And there we go. There's our background. Okay, now what we're going to do is, where's my little sample card? I usually put it out here so I can follow it myself. All right, now I've cut a piece of pecan pie. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. One of our new colors. It's not an in color, it's a new neutral. And I cut it the measurement of this piece, and I thought I had my ruler out so we could go over it. This is 4 1/4, and I think it's by 3 1/2. So we're going to put this pecan pie piece down on our flap, and I'm just doing the thinner line of glue you can get, the better it looks on the front. If you put a very thick line of glue, you're going to have a lump on the front, and we don't want any lumps. Okay, so we're just going to move that. I love my glue because I can move things just a tiny bit. Let's see, maybe I want to try to get that over. You know, truthfully, you're never going to cut both pieces exactly, so we just go with what we've got. Okay, and then here we've got our piece with our flies, and this is just 1/4 of an inch in, so it's 3 3/4. Let's see. Oh, sorry, 4 by 3 1/4. Yep. And we're going to put this one down. Carol Schaefer, good to see you. So we'll put this, just a little bit of glue. You know, I really don't know what side is, I don't know really, I'm just going to say, I don't think the flies have a right side and a wrong side as far as being upside down. I think they're just scattered there. Okay, so we've got that done. And now what we're going to do is put one of these strips across, one of these strips that we cut off. I'm going to cut it to the length there, and we're going to put it straight across. So here's my paper trimmer. And I think we said that was 3 1/2, right? Let's measure it again to be sure. Yep, let's see. Yep, 3 1/2. So we're going to cut this at 3 1/2 because I want this to go across. I noticed that if I had a strip of the Very Vanilla going across, that it would really highlight the word dies. So that's what I'm doing. I'm going to just glue this down right here, and it'll highlight the word dies for us when we do them, and we're going to do those next here. So there's our strip of Very Vanilla, and we'll set that aside to dry while we do our word dies. Let me get out my little boho blue mini Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Did you guys happen to notice that you can now get the boho blue mini machine? You as a customer can get it. I guess they had extras, and so I haven't checked the list for a few days because I was out of town, the inventory list, but the last I saw, it was still available for customers. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use boho blue cardstock, and I'm going to cut the bubble. Okay, so we don't need to do anything with the adhesive sheets for the bubble. We're just going to run that straight through, just like this, and get that little bubble cut. And you know, one thing I did notice about these word dies, the bubbles are a little bit smaller than the past. There's that bubble. Can you see it? Okay, it's not like a huge bubble. We've had huge ones in the past, but it's a bit smaller one. Okay, now we're going to take the challenge. One of you challenged me about, in fact, several times, it could have been Roz, I'm not sure, about using the adhesive sheet. So let's do the adhesive sheet. Where did I put my sheet? I set it out here. Okay, here it is. So I am not going to pretend to know that much about it. I will show you as much as I know. All right, so here is the adhesive sheet, and here it says peel here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way, And I'm just going to peel up right here. Come on, baby. Okay, so what I'm doing, as far as I know, is there's sticky stuff underneath. Oh, wait. I think I might need to cut. Sorry. Let me do this. I'm going to cut a piece of it. Then I'm just working with the one little piece that'll go through the machine. Okay, yes. I forgot about that. Okay, so I'm going to pull this back, and we've got sticky stuff here, okay? And there's sticky stuff on the other side of it too. So I'm going to put my paper in. This is a little scrap piece of the pecan, and I'm just going to put that right on there. And then I'm going to put this is the word die, and I'm going to put that right over that cardstock. And then I put that little thing down, and then, whoops, I put it in here. Let's get our machine up. Whoops. Too many little things here. So then we're going to set this on the mini machine, just like that, and put our top plate on. And now that I'm doing it with you guys, I may use it more often. I just forget to bring it out. Okay, so we ran it through, and now we have, did it come out right? Okay, so there we go. We pull it out, and there is our word celebrate. And now we just need to get it to pop out from the die. I'm just going to pull those forward. Okay, there's our word celebrate. I'll put it down here. Can you see that? Okay. And I'm just going to poke the little parts out that need to be poked out and get those little babies out. And then we're going to put it on the blue bubble. And I'll show you how that works. Just like this. Okay. They seem to just kind of stick to the finger that's behind. Okay, I've got all those out. Now we're going to pull up our bubble. That's just what I call it. I don't know what you guys call it. And now this back side is paper that's over the sticky stuff. So we need to get the paper to release, just like a sticker. Someone once told me, when you use the adhesive sheets, what you're doing is making your die like a sticker. And there it released. And I just gently pull it off the cardstock. And this word is really thin, and so I'm doing it pretty gently. And we're going to have it come off the C there, and there's the back of the sticker that came off. And Linda, you haven't used the adhesive sheet, but it really is easy. I should use it more often. And so what I'm going to do is just carefully place each one, starting with the C. And you kind of have to pay attention because, you know, it is thin. The paper itself is kind of thin. So I'm going to get the C placed on first. There we go. And then the E. Oh, it's sticking on my fingers. Okay, and so you just have to place each one, and it'll just stick right down. There's the B. Can you see what I'm doing there? Okay, now this one I noticed before. That one likes to come apart. Not totally apart, but this is the R. And so I want to get it right up, and it has, you know, the little loops kind of for it. And whoa, get back there, R. Okay, and the A. I think actually in this case my nails are pretty handy. There we go. And it's all done. And I didn't have to use any glue. Isn't that neat? Okay, now where is our card? Okay, here we go. Here's our card. And check that out. Isn't that neat? Okay, and the interesting thing is your back is this great bubble. And so, you know, it's nice and wide, and we can actually use Stampin' Dimensionals. Check that out. So I'm going to put, whoops, 3 Stampin' Dimensionals on here to lift this up, just like that. Go back over there. So this is a non-stamping card. No stamping on this card, which sometimes is handy, and of course you can stamp, but I think this is just fun. There we go. Isn't that cute? Okay, now we need to work on our inside, because remember we had the fish. So now I've got a mess all over here. Okay, so here is our piece that I cut that is going to go under there. And I think there's another way I could have done this, and that would be, I could have cut this whole thing as one little mini card and tucked it under the designer series paper. Some people might want to do that, but I didn't do it that way. So this piece is 3.5 by 4 1/4, and we're just going to adhere this with our multi-purpose liquid glue. Just a little bit there. Okay, and the trick, of course, is to line it up so that it does not show when the card is closed. You could cut it a little bit thinner in width if you wanted to make sure it doesn't show. It is showing just a tiny bit over there, isn't it? Let's see if we can pull that back. I think I'm getting it pulled back. Well, that's better. It is showing a bit. Wow, bad me. I hadn't done that before. So that's a lesson, I guess. I don't think it matters that much, but I think next time I'll cut in 1/4. Okay, now we're going to cut our fish piece. So here is our fish paper. The back side of that is like a green plaid. And so now we need to know what size are we going to cut our fish paper, and I wanted to give at least 2 rows of fish. So let's just do that first. Let's just cut 2 rows of fish, because I wanted the person who is probably a fisherwoman, to really notice that it's fish. So I'm going to just cut 2 rows of fish, and that is about 1 3/4 inches, but I wanted to just make sure to get plenty of fish on there. And then my length is going to be it really is 3.5. Okay, so let's see, I'm going to concentrate on the fish, and I want to get that little guy's kind of nose in there. So we'll go there, and then so now I've got the fish that I want right there. And now we'll go to 3.5 here. Ooh, and it kind of cut off. It didn't totally cut off the other one's nose. So I think that's pretty good. It shows the fish. And we're just going to glue that down. So when they open, they've seen the flies, and then they open and see the fish. I think that's just a bit cute. I like it. Isn't that cute? Now you can do anything that you like, but that is what I decided to do with it. And then to decorate the envelope, since we're not stamping, I cut I think this is about 4.5, 4 3/4. I measured the envelope, and I cut this little strip of the same plaid to decorate our envelope. In fact, I think this was just like a little leftover crumb. And just put that right on there. Just like that. Isn't that kind of a cute card? And shh, don't tell, okay, because I'm going to send it to my son, and I think he'll really like it, since he ties his own flies and everything. And I'll be posting this probably Monday on my blog. Yes, definitely put prize. That'll be for next week. So that is today's card. I personally like it. I hope you've enjoyed it. And like I always say, it gives you a reason, it gives you you can do anything with this. So you don't have to make a guy card. You don't have to make a fish card. You can make any card, make a frilly girl card, but it's a nice little fun fold and a nice little pattern. Okay, let's do some prizes. So last Friday, I was with you, and that was the 19th. And the prize was a bone folder, a brand new bone folder. And we had a new girl. I haven't seen her on here today. Maybe she's just on Facebook. But what I'm going to do is I will message her on Facebook. And her name is Jeanne, Geann Kohler, Kollar. But like I said, I haven't seen her here on YouTube, but this is a little different today. So Jeanne, thank you so much for joining me last week. I will contact you. Congratulations on your new bone folder. Send me your address within 2 weeks, or the bone folder goes back in my prize basket. It's kind of a little drawer kind of thing. So let me know your address so that I can get this to you, Jeanne. And congratulations. Debbie is saying that she doesn't have a lot of fishermen in her life, but she loves the bundle. It really, I haven't checked out the bundle too much, but I have to say I really like I've really had fun today with the paper. And my prize for next week is going to be, I'm not even going to reveal it. I'm not going to take out all the cards like I usually do. This is a wedding card on the front. They're not all wedding cards at all, but I put one in there because it's getting close to June, which is, a general wedding month. And the back card has the envelope has a little joy. So I'm going to keep that a secret. That'll be like, you won't see the insides until you get them, but it's 4 cards and 4 envelopes that I have made, and one is a wedding card. So that's what you'll win if you win the prize next Friday. Yes, congratulations to our winner, Jeanne. So thank you guys for being with me. And I hope you have a great Memorial Day weekend. I don't know what you're planning. I'm planning actually just to rest and make a few cards. I'm just going to relax on Monday and snuggle with my baby. So the same thing. I hope you have a fun, great weekend, and I'll see you next Wednesday.